Why is everyone doing the emote? What's happening? Hi Siri, hi Koma. Oh, is that Jonas? Oh, hello. I'm up, I'm up. Alright. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Kiko speaking. Why am I sad? Stop being sad. I hope you're ready to hear some unrestrained rambling and unabashed character appreciation. I am in a rush again. But I am much more awake this time.
So long as the audience thinks that seeing is believing, there's no limit to the number of tricks I can pull off.
So true, Linny. Alright, we're gonna pick up where we left off yesterday. Didn't realize I had that spoiler warning up. Yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it because I don't have time to dilly-dally. I say, but you know I'm gonna go on tangents, but we'll go. Oh man, we'll play this OSC. They couldn't catch your streams the past few days. That's alright. I've been, like, con cramming. I've been doing nothing but con stuff. So, and art. I've been drawing a little bit here and there. But mostly con cramming. Well, actually, I kind of want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys the abomination. Yeah, so, I just finished making this. It's for a minigame, because I'm gonna be cosplaying Dahlia, right? I'm gonna be cosplaying Dahlia for the for the con, and we're gonna do a minigame where you can win prizes. The minigame is, I'm going to ask you who your, it's either your favorite character or your least favorite character, or who your favorite Archon is. And I'm gonna flip over this board, and I'm gonna be like, you have 10 seconds to find that character, go! Anyways, I'm gonna try that with you guys today. You have 10 seconds to find, Farina. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
I
4,
wonder what my dear sister
3,
Lynette is doing right now.
2,
Missing
1.
me to
Have you
death,
found
I'm
her?
Sure.
Have you found her? She's here. Yes! Exactly. I was wondering if 10 seconds is too long, but I feel like when you're put on the spot, it's gonna be worse. You didn't find her? Oh, okay. Here she is. There's 2 Farinas. At least the ones that are visible. Here's one here, and one here. One here? Eh? My vectors are on. Oop. Okay. Yeah, one Farina here, one Farina here. Yeah, okay, let me try that again.
So long as the audience thinks
Lenny,
that
Lenny,
seeing
shush.
is believing.
Okay. You have 10 seconds to find... Oh, this one's hard. You have 10 seconds to find Al-Haytham. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you find him? Caught him. Nice. He's harder to find. Down left. Yes. 10 seconds is enough, right? Yeah, there's two Al-Haythams. I argue I could cut it down to 5 seconds, but I think that might be a bit too mean. But also, I don't want everyone to win, you know? I don't want it to be too easy. So, I don't know. I would cut it down to 5 seconds. But yeah, that's... I'm gonna be cosplaying Dahlia, and I'm gonna be going around with those boards. 5 would be rough, right? I think the first 3 seconds, you're like gathering your bearings.
How is it? Have you figured out what it was?
What about 8 seconds? I feel like 10 is a good number. It's gonna be harder at the con, too. Okay, anyway.
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather
Oh
eat
my
wet
God.
cement than this.
That's how we're opening the stream as Coffee. Okay.
Is it really that bad? I made sure the taste
Sorry,
tested
I'm
before
not
it was
stalling.
served.
I'm not stalling. I want to try to see if we can find a Scoffy. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna start counting down faster. I found her. I found her. I flipped over to this page before I could find her, but I found her. Did you find her? Yep. Here and here. See, it's so easy. It's surprisingly easy, right? All right, we're cutting it down to 7 seconds. We're cutting it down to 7 seconds. Yeah, thank you for testing that with me, chat. Needed more than 10 seconds this time. Well, I don't want everyone to win, is the thing. It's easy when you expect the game to happen. Maybe I'll ask them the character first, and then when I find the character, depending on how easy it is to find, I'll either add or reduce the time.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plates. The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base, which means someone tampered with it while it was being made. Or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
I know it. I knew it. I knew you shouldn't have let Monica in on it.
I'm sorry. I was forced into it. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. And if I wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results were announced. Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans. There's no need to hide it.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Oh my god, someone like... She needs to get fired.
Food safety. Wait, you mean the Lumaline incident?
Oh, my bad.
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. I didn't check everything as well as I should have, and so I let contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail.
She's having a great time down there.
But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with...
This is crazy! So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
I know,
Sounds
it's
about
terrible.
Fontaine.
I'm so sorry. I was so scared. The thought of Chef Escoffier finding out that I put her in jail, it made me freeze up with fear.
So that's the flavor of crime that we're doing in Fontaine today. We're doing blackmail.
I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Seriously? All this fuss over a little slip-up?
Huh?
Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fortress, and now I'm out. And secondly, I had my own reasons for leaving the Hotel de Boer. This wasn't the only factor. So, you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
You mean... you forgive me?
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes. You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them. Understood?
Why is she so nice? Well, because she knows that this is an honest mistake, you know?
Understood.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the original codex would compel her to resort to blackmail?
For me, as because I wouldn't know why I went to jail, right? As long as the mystery is solved and I figured out why it happened, that would be a big relief.
I have my suspicions. Not that I've got any proof to back them up, though.
Ugh. What happened to me?
I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left. They think our menu doesn't taste like it used to, especially our signature items.
You mean Gâteau de Boer?
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the flavor seems subtly different from how
Forgot
it
about
used
this
to be.
French motherfucker.
But the difference
The
was so
flavor.
small. I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal customers and true dessert
That's the
connoisseurs.
The truth is, I'll call myself.
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see why Savannah would get so hung up on it. So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought though.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes. That's gotta be the reason.
I would not be talking shit this loud with her in the same room. I know they think she's asleep, but I still would not be talking this loud. I mean, I guess they're not talking shit.
But after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged. And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
He thought the codex from Escoffier was fake.
Yeah, it would explain why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought Escoffier purposely omitted key details from her recipes when she copied them out. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine, the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid idea.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex only to discover that the secret recipes she's been pining for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once. It overwhelmed her, and she passed out.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. If Savannah had the real recipe all along, how come it tasted different? She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd get it right one of those times.
You'd think so, but geniuses like Escoffier are in a league of their own.
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
New head chef, you say? What's her name? I don't think I've heard of her before.
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Get your hands on the codex no matter what it takes.
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then you can do it. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in me. Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone, the restaurant is all yours.
I'm glad you stopped where you stopped last night, because I was worried you'd either miss this or forget the details when you wake up. So it's like a quick recap of entering the new act of the story. Yeah, thank you for telling me that, by the way. I was like so EB last night. So you let the Lumiline into the kitchen?
All this time, I've been blaming other people, but maybe I'm the problem.
Well, yeah, you are. Big stretch. I'm so excited to cosplay Dahlia, chat. I'm so excited. I hope it looks nice.
I sincerely apologize for putting everyone out. Savannah's awake now, but I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet.
Please go to sleep if you need to, Suri.
Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have the chance to talk everything out tomorrow.
Alright.
In that case, I'll go and update Verma and his family. I wonder what he'll make of all this.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
Sure, let's go. I hope no one dies tomorrow.
That was a long day. I think I've earned myself a sweet treat when I get back home.
Hope no one drops dead. I'm just saying that because it's Fontaine. Or gets kidnapped.
Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it up this time?
Up Escoffier. What is it, Escoffier?
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose?
Not a whole lot.
Every year, they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. There's always one goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually imagine someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of perfection. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place.
You've been infatuated with death since coming back to Fontaine? No, Fontaine's infatuated with death. I'm matching their energy.
So, the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something that everyone takes turns at. But we humans completely miss that fact when we project our own ideas about social hierarchies onto them.
Is this about you and Savannah?
I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius. Cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same dish. Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious. But these are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice. I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. The only reason I hold people to high standards is because, well, I believe they're capable of greatness.
I don't know if you're right, but I believe that that's a great thing to believe in. Well, maybe someone's sabotaging Savannah.
Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Savannah failed. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the mistakes she's made along the way.
Okay.
Then she'll finally see the error of her ways. Thank you for your words of encouragement. I'm gonna head to the Hotel de Boer and spend the night investigating. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright.
Genius? Calling someone a genius is just another way of saying I'm too lazy to figure out how I need to improve. It's a defeatist attitude and I won't stand for it.
She says, if you call other people a genius, that's a skill issue. I respect that. Alright. How far ahead are we time skipping? I hope you guys know that I am practicing great restraint and trying to not go on tangents right now. Tomorrow? 5 just okay. I have a toxic situationship with the printing shop right now. Ooh, they hate me so bad. Ooh, they hate me so bad. So my streamer, we suffered together. Thank you, appreciate it. By the way, I asked Astra if Astra could join me for tonight's stream, which is the Fontaine event stream. So I should be more awake for that.
Why are we here so early? Our meeting with Vanagem isn't for a while.
I wanted to check on Escoffier.
Check on her? Why? What happened?
Of course.
Oh no. Escoffier, are you alright?
Holy fuck, girl! Oh my god.
I'm fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me.
You really did pull an all-nighter then.
Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all?
Let me get you a fresh one. For now, you should get some rest.
Alright. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, there's cooking facilities here, or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way, hurry!
Coffee. Need coffee.
Okay, I'm playing it, don't worry, I'm playing it. Ooh, here. Hi, Karen.
Strong, bitter coffee beans, transformed through expert brewing and balanced perfectly with rich, creamy steam milk. Wonderful.
You're welcome.
I feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler and Paimon.
Taryn, I'm gonna be at a con over the weekend, so I probably won't be able to work on your commission until next week. I hope that's okay. Guys, Lover, thanks for not leading the doodles while I paid $6 to watch that. Watching it is free, come on.
Glad to hear it, but make sure to catch up on your sleep when you get the chance.
How goes the investigation?
I think I figured out where the problem lies. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Wait, what investigation? What are you guys talking about?
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small. I can't believe it's caused so much drama.
And yet, look at this kitchen. Seems like you had your own share of real experiments last night.
Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
She didn't.
Huh? No, not since yesterday.
No, they wouldn't
Why?
do that.
What's
This is-
wrong?
No, right? No.
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing.
She ran away,
So,
right?
I dropped by her place early this morning to check on her, only to find an empty house with the doors wide open. I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while I checked the Hôtel de Bord.
No, dude.
I'm
Okay,
worried
thank you.
something bad might have happened.
No.
If she's
fucking
not here,
jinx it, you Frenchie.
then where could she be?
Alright, is that a slur?
Boss, Escoffier, bad news.
Oh god.
Alphonse? You're supposed to
Girl,
be keeping
shut up!
watch.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like a map with a bunch of random places circled. What does it mean?
Wait a second. This feels familiar. I'm sure these places are all connected somehow. Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modeste explored on his adventures.
Modeste, the founder of Hotel de Boer?
Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing details?
The Codex de Bord? Then, this place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gâteau de
Oh,
Bord?
okay, thank god. She's just looking for. Okay.
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way? Geez, Savannah. Anything to overcome a Gâteau plateau, huh?
Ugh, idiot! Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are thousands of years old.
Hold on, there's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
It was you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't you? I knew you were problematic. You were responsible for purchasing the problematic ingredient that day. What would your good friend think, I wonder? She learned that she suffered on account of your negligence. What would the people in the hotel think? So I imagine you'd like to keep this a secret from Escoffier, wouldn't you, Head Chef Savannah? Ah, letter received several weeks ago. Retrieve the real codex by any means necessary. That's where the real treasure can be found. And you gave it away like a fool. Well then, you're going to get it back whether in a bet or by force, it doesn't matter. Oh, I know. Don't you have that cooking showdown of yours? And if you don't think you can win, why, you simply need to have an opponent lose. Imagine an assistant of yours might come in handy in that regard. Oh, someone else masterminded this. What are you dawdling for? She was the one who concealed the secret recipe in the first place. Why else do you think you've never been able to recreate her work? She's afraid that you'll— This person's the one, afraid that you'll outshine her. What do you imagine everyone says about you, both within and beyond the hotel walls? Ordinary, they call you. Untalented, they call you mid. A hack. A failure who will never surpass Escoffier. Oh my god. And you know whose fault that is? That's right, it's her. She's no saint, never has been, so why hesitate? Okay, chill out!
It was you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't you? It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident? And not Monica after all?
Retrieve the codex by any means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating. Someone else was behind her pulling the strings?
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Paimon needs a second to process this. First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest. But now, it turns out that someone else forced Savannah to force Monica to cheat?
So did Savannah blackmail Monica? Or is it the other way around? Meanwhile, oh!
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put 2 and 2 together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food, even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan.
Oh my god!
Wasn't it, Monica?
Okay, I should have seen that coming. That shame on me for not predicting that. Look at how happy she looks. I got most of it right though, I just got the characters mixed up. They pulled one last twist on me, because it's Fontaine. They always get me. I even then, the entire time, I haven't like been in Fontaine for a while, so I was thinking, am I overthinking it? I'm probably overthinking it. Frenchie isn't a slur, right, chat? I can say Frenchie, right? Oh, we're going diving!
We should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
Of all the stupid things she's done, this really takes the cake. The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
Look at her little rainbow trail! I didn't get to explore much with her, you know, when I was in Fontaine. I don't believe it's a slur. Alright. Yes, you can! Yes, you can dive. This is why Fontaine's the best region, by the way. And yes, I have it all 100%. Okay, I'm focusing. Okay. Looks good. I'm harassing the printing shop again. I just asked them 5 minutes ago, hey, have you guys put mine in the queue yet? Hey, is mine queued up yet? Hey, so how much is it gonna add up to? Hey, can you reply to me? I've just been pestering them. Oh, yay! Oh wait, yeah, we're in like fuck-ass Remoria. What do you mean? My team's great. I should have taken another commission. I have like barely enough money for like the printing. I'm gonna be left with like 5 cents left over. Oh, it's so pretty! We're so back. We are 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 so back. I asked what.
This place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it?
Oh, it does look like a
the
restaurant.
idea of an adventure chef finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot more sense.
I think Modest's codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of Remoria. So yeah, definitely the kind of place that would have served food and drinks.
Public bath. Can we kiss here? Why are you gay? Go take Nouvellette.
Huh? Some blubber beasts have come to join the party? How did they get here?
Oh,
they ran off.
guess they're not used to seeing humans. That's how further in.
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
Well, did Modeste mention it in his adventure logs by any chance? They must have gotten through somehow.
Oh, so you hate me. So you hate me. Okay, I see how it is. Okay, so you hate me.
Good point. Yes, that's right. It's coming back to me now.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests, and as the food flowed away on the current, they broke into a joyous chorus, and the path opened to us.
We have to feed the blubber beasts? With what? There's nothing here besides rocks, romaritime flowers, and lumitoile. See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need them. Now we have to head all the way back to shore and grab some.
There is no time for that. Romaritime flowers and lumitoile will have to do. They may not look appetizing to us, but who knows? They could be blubber beast delicacies.
Wait, we're seriously gonna try
I wanna
this?
try. You cracked our maritime flowers. Oh. Oh, okay. Give me a second. Oh, the printing shop texted me back. Hold on, give me a second. Aha! Oh my god, I can't believe they put up with me. Okay, good night. The judge is nitpicking you, Como. Obtain flavors by...
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect.
Oh, true. Okay. Sorry, I was checking my printing shop again.
Off to the freezer!
Yo, Kiko, I won't be able to say for a long while. Your server to edit that base empty doodle you did for me to include the in-game text of SCP. I wanna see! I wanna see! It looks good. It looks kind of like Zupa Soup. Where do I send it to? You can send it to Como.
Blubber beasts or not, are we sure this stuff is edible?
Trust me, they'll love it.
More pertinently, how do we actually feed it to them?
Oh, good question. If we try to put them in the pool, we'll probably just scare them off again, and who knows how long they'll be gone.
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back. Oh, what was it that Modeste said again? Something about the food flowing away on the current.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask, what's it called? Does anyone want to commission me? Question mark? Like another doodle slot? If you do, please let me know, because I could use it for printing. Because I kind of undercounted again. I kind of undercounted again. So if you do want to, if you want to see samples, let me know. It's the file's like open. Oh, that's not how. Okay, I'm open. Okay, liver food. Oh no, I'm genius.
Hey, be careful! Scare them off too much and they might not come back again.
Lava Beast happily starts on the food, if you're not mistaken.
Wow, it's really singing!
So cute!
It must taste better than Paimon thought!
Now I want to eat it. Oh, we gotta make more? Okay. It just sucks
The
over.
tracks turned back again. Oh, so annoying.
Oh, okay, we have enough. Oh. There we go. Yes, okay. I want to eat that. Silver Beast happily scarfs down. Oh. I can eat flowers.
Hey, it's open!
Give me the chat. Chat, give me the chest. Yeah, you guys don't need to talk. It's okay. I'm also pretty brain empty right now because I've been working, so I'm just not talking. I'm just playing the game. And I'm trying not to go on tangents, so... This place is so pretty.
Hey, give me your water.
Oh my god, a Tone Chef.
Here.
I said your water, the one you just drank out of?
Sure.
All those years slaving away under Escoffier, and then you. Today, it's finally paying off. Not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden, but I also get to boss you around like my little lapdog.
Oh my god, Monica! Goodbye, Jonas!
Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives. Did you not hear me? Get going.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
Oh my god.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident. I swear, if I'd known what you were planning, I'd never have...
Ha! Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of Escoffier. That's why you lapped up everything I told you. You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the way her reputation hung over you. So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her. First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with Savelli and my ancestor. He offered Modeste his friendship, only to murder him out of vanity.
I knew there was murder involved in this, see? I it was gonna happen eventually.
He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even found this place. You have no idea the countless hours I spent piecing it all together.
I bet I was gatekeeping.
So you see, you're no better than Savelli. If you can't beat him, betray him, right?
I am no Savelli, nor will I ever be.
Oh, put a lid on it. You really think you can absolve yourself of your vindictive and jealous behavior now? Just because you finally realize that Escoffier never kept any secrets from you? You didn't show any remorse when she left, or in the cooking contest. Why start now? You have no right to redemption.
You're right. I don't deserve her forgiveness. But I am done being bullied into submission by you!
Ooh, feisty.
But where's this kind of...
But you should
Never
watch
mind.
your tone. Talking to me like that could get you in big trouble.
I somehow doubt that. Since I poisoned both our
Oh
water
my
bottles.
Girl!
What?
Oh my... Oh no, she's bluffing. She's bluffing.
Ever since I learned
She's
the
bluffing.
truth, I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long, and now this is payback!
But you drank it too.
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica!
You.
What's so funny?
Oh, you're too much. I thought I'd play along for a bit just to amuse myself. You gave a very rousing performance. I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean, fresh water.
No.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, you know. Did you really think your half-baked plot would fool me?
I'm not saying I don't think any murder will occur here. I'm saying I could tell she was bluffing.
You're a lousy chef, and you make a lousy villain too. A complete waste of space. No wonder you never amounted to anything.
Everything I ever did was a failure. And now, I failed again, for the last time.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian
Holy
in your
fuck!
next life? You got a good laugh out of me. But now the show's over.
I'm so sorry, Chad. I told myself I wasn't gonna bring him up again until the next Dragon Kiko, but Monica's really giving someone's energy here.
You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say
Oh my god,
goodbye.
she has a knife! Oh my god!
Stop right there!
Jesus Christ!
Let her go, Monica! We got you surrounded!
Escoffier?
Monica, chill out!
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little
Don't
longer.
trust the bitches named Monica. It's always the people named Monica, I swear.
You can't! Stay back if you want her alive!
I swear to God.
Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's life in a heartbeat.
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this?
This Monica.
You're about to commit murder, and for what? A recipe?
A recipe? You chefs are all blinded by your myopic focus on kitchen affairs. Well, some of us actually have bigger fish to fry.
The fucking food puns. In this. I can't.
Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius, the je ne sais quoi factor in his Gâteau de Bourg, and it's right here in these ruins.
Oh my god, she even said the phrase! Get me out of here!
Are you serious? You're here because of a Gâteau de Bourg obsession? You've gone completely mad!
Well, I mean...
I couldn't care less about the cake itself. No, the real treasure is the secret ingredient that Modeste sourced from these ruins. He and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria in the palms of their hands, and they thought, ooh, this would go great in our cake mix.
Monica's voice acting is so funny!
We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses. That's no cooking ingredient. It's a groundbreaking drug. That's right. I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for their war machine.
Is it synth?
I could make a killing by selling it to the treasure hoarders or the Fatui.
Or is it like an alternate version of it?
Will you listen to yourself?
Or it's made by the same,
You're
like...
completely delusional.
By the same, like, base?
My eyes are wide open.
Just wait till I get my hands
glad I
on
slept
this
this off.
treasure. You'll see what a fool you've been.
How did you rig this place?
What's that sound?
How?
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't collapse.
Seems like she escaped into commotion. Let's find another route and go after her.
Uh-oh. Savannah's gone too.
Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward. She's only taken her hostage because she knows that she's no match for you.
Well, there's one piece of good news. At least Savannah's safe for now.
That's true. Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants to get out of here in one piece.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route.
Okay. Alright, Maybe we swim down?
The water looks pretty deep here.
Right.
Maybe it leads somewhere.
Yeah, I thought so. Let me in. I want to jump with Farina one more time. Yippee! So pretty. Alright, got distracted again. There we go. Oh, okay. Yep. How do I? Okay. Oh my god, it's been so long. I don't have to beat everything. Wait, where am I going? Hey, chill. Hope you have a good convention. The sketch you sent me got the notes correct, so don't worry about that. Okay. Thank you, Taryn. Oh, it is this way. Okay. Okay, let's try using her. I actually don't know how to use a Escoffier. I'm guessing this?
They were probably awakened by the explosion just now. Alright, Knife Skills 101. Time for some rough chopping.
Hold on, I think there's a package for me. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm gonna go get my package real quick, BRB. Hello, I'm back. It's my First set of prints. I have a second set that I still need to place orders for. So after the stream, I have to start packing them. Alright, let me continue.
The tide's checking.
Damn. 14k? I've heard a lot about her being a support. Apparently she's like a really good support. Breathe. I'm breathing. Following the exalted Harmos order, and in accordance with our Sebasta's most sacred, most benevolent temper, we established here as condolences for the naturalized barbarian soldiers. Savages they may have been, but they were also warriors. Ah! I actually know this lore. The barbarians. Because they were colonized by Remus. They were a bunch of original colonies that existed in Fontaine before the... I can't remember if it was the Archon War or if it was the war against the dragons. But I actually know about this. But this secret treasure granted graciously the warriors' bodily desires were satisfied, that they might fight on with hundredfold bravery. They lost, by the way. The barbarians lost. Because Remus is crazy. If I remember correctly. Fuck Remus. Remus is... Okay. Listen. Remus is probably my favorite Genshin War criminal. Not because I like Remus himself, but because... I guess... The kind of effect, the after effect of his his kind of movement in Fontaine, the fact that it still exists in the culture of Fontaine, even though his rule wasn't the best, is very bittersweet. Also, Remuria is just really pretty.
Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
Either Remus or Deshret, right? See? He's my favorite war criminal. Different favorite compounds can be obtained from cold press, right? Okay. Yes. Thank you, Genshin, for giving me Remuria crumbs. I appreciate it. Give me two. Give me two. Give me two. Oh my god, they won't give me two. They really hate me. Okay, whatever.
A dash of frosting!
Do you count Remus as British? He's certainly European, but... I don't know if he's British. Damn. It's rough today. Okay, this should work. That, and then this. Hold on, give me a second. The printing shop texted me back. Do you count Remus as British? He's certainly European, but maybe.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind.
Hold on, give me a second. Why would you throw the knife out the window? Because it's funny. How often do you harass the printing shop? Only once a year. Listen, I'm not just doing it because I enjoy it.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect.
On the contrary, I don't like harassing them. I would prefer if they get it right the first time, actually, but alas. Okay, give me a second.
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.
Try Moonlight Sonata Third Movement. That one's one of my favorites. What's the name of the printing shop again? Give me a second, let me message them. Right. Okay, this printing shop is nice. I have 3 printing shops, and they all have different specs. And this one is nice, so I always tip them. The one that I have a situation ship.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind.
The one that I have a situation ship with makes really good prints, but they're really stupid when it comes to setting stuff up. White 3? Hi Hitoshi! Because the specs are all different. So the first printing shop makes really high quality prints, but they're ass at making stickers. Their stickers are so bad, and their prices are very good if you buy in bulk, but they're very slow response, and they're kind of open. Again, they're the ones that you know.
An important part of cooking is
Sorry, they
making
texted me
sure
again.
the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish.
Yeah,
To that end,
they're the ones that I constantly need to make adjustments to and like specific directions for because they're open. Yeah, okay, so that's the first printing shop. And then the second printing shop makes kind of bad prints, but and they're very slow, but they make really good stickers, and you don't need to send the cutout of the sticker guide in you can just send them a PNG of it. You don't have to send them a vector. I hate using vectors. I hate you cannot make me open Adobe Illustrator. So because of that, and they let me make like all of the like little detailed stuff too. The other printing shop is really like annoying about like the cutouts. So that's where I made the Doc Lily and Frankie stickers. So that one's the ones that I'm texting right now. And then the third one makes really good stickers, and they make really good Kiss Cut stickers, which is like sticker sheets. And then, but you need to send them vectors. They will not take anything else. If the file is broken, they're not gonna try to do anything with it. They have to. Everything needs to be perfect, but the quality is premium quality, and it's also very far. So I need to pay for the shipping fees as well. So yes, exactly. That's normal behavior. I feel like that's bad business. There's definitely a more efficient way to do things, but I don't have a lot of money, so I have to like kind of, I guess, make do and just like count based on like what I have. I have to like be really smart about it.
chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon.
Alright, sorry.
Practice makes perfect.
I kept the blubby fish hungry. I'm sorry. I no longer can judge. It's complicated, okay? It's business, Coma. No one wants to hear me talk about this. That's why I didn't talk about it. Oh, for the first printing shop? Oh. Yeah, but... Okay, it is kind of my fault for doing things last minute as well. I don't want to blame it too much on them. But it is a little bit frustrating because I feel like I've given them very detailed instructions.
It seems to really like the texture of Rome Maritime flowers.
They're probably swamped with work. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, you know? Alright. Okay, we just need this.
Yeah, a little amuse-bouche.
Okay, that's easy. Coffee makes me eepy. You have ADHD, maybe. You too, Siri. I hope you have one too. How far are we in the quest? I don't know. I would say a little over 50% if I had to guess. Well, we're already in the domain, so maybe further. Is it not connected? Eh? London? What do you mean? Oh! Here we go. 80%? Nice. If you know, if I could ship my prince over where you guys are, I would gladly just give you my prince. Especially
a dash of frosting. Let's get
hey, this isn't for you. This isn't for you.
Step right.
Excuse me. Okay, they're dead. Have I ADHD diagnosed? Of course. I need to get a diagnosis.
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that. Alright, I've got to jot this down. Lumitwols and maritime flowers. This could open the door to a whole new world.
Yep, that's literally the plan. Wait, hold on. Which door are you talking about?
Like putting MSG in your food, basically. Architecture's so pretty. I can't stop looking at it. I feel like it'd be too expensive to ship everywhere. I know, exactly. It's so... No, because I have like 2 years worth of stuff that I need to send to Aster that I haven't sent yet. Maybe when I get rich one day. If I get rich. When I get rich, I want to spoil my cats.
These don't look Romorian to me. More like last century Fontaine.
They don't look that worn either. Could they have been left by previous adventurers?
Adventurers from last century Fontaine, huh? Oh, Modeste and Savelli, do you think they camped here?
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe one of them came back alone at a later date.
Let's rummage around. They may have left a journal or something.
Huh, you really think so?
Trust our adventurers' instincts. We're pros at this stuff, just like you're a pro in the kitchen.
Well, I'm a pro at least.
Okay, well, the Traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely a pro rummager from all those treasure chests.
And bingo, found it.
Darn it! Paimon was just about to show off her rummaging skills!
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as well, but I thought that was just me.
No, I journal too. In my Discord server.
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
I could never have a physical journal. People could read it.
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins. It's exactly the way I remember it. This place probably hasn't changed in millennia. Sadly, up above, on dry land, everything has changed. The treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it. Modeste was right about its potential. It turned Gâteau de Bourg into a national sensation. Our limited stock of the substance meant that the gâteau could only be produced on a small scale. But this only drove up the popularity all the more. Modeste was right about that too. He predicted all of it. He was praised as a genius, while I, as the one person who'd ever disagreed with him, was labeled a talentless fool. Modeste tried his best to console me, but I knew better than anyone just how great the gulf was between us.
I've never been able to get into journaling. I don't journal, I just take notes on the stuff that I'm currently reading. But on Discord.
Our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own.
Oh, this is
I
sad.
told myself that maybe one day, when I finally created a masterpiece of my own, I'd be able to face him without shame.
This is such a real problem too. Yeah. When you and your friend are like working on the same dream together, but one of them gets more successful than you, and being jealous is one thing, but feeling like you don't belong in their life anymore is another thing, okay? That's like... It's a very isolating feeling. And it feels like whenever they do try to reach out to you, it feels like they're just feeling sorry for you, or like, you know, taking pity on you, and you guys don't have much to talk about anymore. Not talking from experience or anything. I've been on both sides of this.
Or maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, I'd be able to ask him with a smile on my face, how about we go on one more adventure? For old time's sake.
You want to be a good sport about it because you obviously love your friend and you want to be happy for them, but it's hard, man. It's like you are kind of stepping all over your own feelings to put other people first, so that kind of stuff festers.
Unfortunately, that day will never come.
Am I taking it too seriously? Yeah, but this is why I like Genshin's writing, okay?
So it was Savelli. From the sounds of it, he came back after Modeste had already died.
I always thought it was just a legend. But if it's true, then this must be the place where they found their secret ingredient. The birthplace of Gateau de Bourg.
In that case, what does that say about the death of Modeste? If it's all true, maybe Savelli really did have something to do with it.
Let's keep reading.
The taste of Gateau de Bourg has changed. Modeste was convinced of this, even though everyone swore they couldn't tell. Being the perfectionist that he was, he refused to accept even the slightest flaw in his work. He stopped all sales of the product, locked himself away in the kitchen, and worked day and night, vowing to find out where he had gone wrong. But as he baked and taste tested over and over again, he found he only strayed further and further from the original taste. It was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness that the truth finally dawned on him. What had changed was not the Gateau, but his sense of taste. The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses, taste included, and invigorates the spirit. In the short term, it offers people the ultimate gourmet experience, but in the long term, it dulls their senses entirely.
I see. I mean, it's a drug, so I can see how that could happen. He got COVID. No, he didn't. He didn't. Yeah, his body got used to it. This is why they don't like spices over there.
In hindsight, it made perfect sense. After all, why would a culture that sought liberation from the constraints of their bodies care for the loss of their senses? But we realized it too late. We were just too late.
That's like going blind as an artist, right? Fuck.
Over the course of his many culinary experiments, Modeste exhausted the remaining supply of the treasure of Remoria. He consumed it all himself. The finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything ever again. Finally, in despair, he took his own life.
Yeah, I could see how, yeah.
And because we had become estranged, I could not be there to stop him.
Knock on wood.
To offer some words of comfort, or even to say goodbye. Yet despite everything, he sent me his final letter.
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was really onto something. It really was a kind of drug.
So, Modeste chose to end his own life. Then, why all the rumors that Savelli murdered him? Also, neither the Codex nor any other contemporary records make any mention of the treasure of Remoria. It's almost as if someone deliberately erased it from history.
I mean, it's gotta be Savelli, right? Because it made his best friend kill himself. I would do that too. I would remove all trace of it too.
Modeste told me everything in his final letter. His was a tale of how even a genius could fail, and how much more devastating it is when it happens. Did he hope I would gain some personal catharsis from knowing the truth? Or maybe he wished for me to warn the public about the dangers of Gateau de Bourg, proving that I had been right all along. But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, his fall from grace would be swift and merciless. 1 minute a genius, the next a joke. It would surely spell the end for his restaurant, too.
Would you guys try the most delicious dish in the world if it means that it's gonna, like, fuck up your sense of... There's a chance it's gonna fuck up your sense of taste?
What would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in comparison to the scorn shown to him by the history books. I cannot let that come to pass.
It wasn't murder? Yeah, it wasn't murder.
I will do what I must to protect his name. It will mean tampering with his notes to remove the damning details, leaving mere fragments of our story behind. It may lead his family to suspect me of having a hand in his demise. But if that's the price of destroying all evidence of my crimes, then so be it.
What a bro. What a bro.
I would rather the world believe a tale of genius and jealousy than see his reputation in tatters.
Damn.
The final loose end is the evidence here, at the bottom of the sea.
Damn. So Veli's a real one. Oh no, we gotta stop Monica. Well...
Huh? What's wrong?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Didn't we say Savannah should be safe for now?
So we thought, but if Monica finds out what happened to the treasure, there's no telling what she might do.
Alright. People, 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 people. People, 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 people. So pretty! It's so pretty down here. I know people are dying, but it's so pretty down here.
The treasure of Remoria.
Okay, you can have it.
I have found you at last. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children of Modeste. Some fragments of his diary escaped your clutches, and we have held on to them for generations.
Isn't that, like, expired by now?
But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help retrieving the codex, and with it the last piece of the puzzle, I may never have found this place. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp. The treasure of Remoria is mine! Oh, it's empty.
Of course.
It's empty?
Well, yeah, I mean...
Monica? Oh, we were seconds too late.
Escoffier? What's the deal with that jar?
Savelli's final act! He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and make sure it would never harm anyone again. So he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together the truth. All my painstaking planning. All that for an empty jar.
Oh my fucking god.
Monica, don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut your
Oh my
hole.
god, girl! Jesus Christ!
Praise be to Lord Remus. You barbarian shall be slain.
She's a nutcase! A liability to herself and everyone else!
Okay.
Well, now it's up to us to clean up the mess she's made.
Ah, I forgot to ult. I haven't played with a Fontaine character in a while, okay? I'm rusty.
Why is this place still shaking?
Maybe because it's because of the fighting, or maybe because Monica was too trigger happy with her explosives.
Either way, it's all her fault.
We're gonna leave her to die. No, we can't leave her to die.
Enough chit chat. Let's get out of here, Traveler Escoffier. Come on.
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh my god!
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh god, she has a gun!
I can't get what I want, neither will any of you.
Oh my god, Fontaine gun, we are so back. We are actually so unbelievably back. We are just like Risley story quest.
I've got nothing
nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
I fucking love Fontaine. Me too! They got a gun!
You're a psycho!
Fontaine continues to be peak. Nice, thank you, Savannah.
Savannah? Oh, when did you wake up?
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Hey, we need to go.
Traveler? Okay, let's go!
They spliced that with the Albedo scene, I swear to god, I remember.
Escoffier! Savannah!
Traveler! And Paimon!
Traveler!
Venejem! What are you all doing here?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres? While a traveler and Escoffier were out here risking their
Merry
lives?
derrieres! French is so funny!
We had to do something. Even though that something ended up being, well, waiting for you here instead.
I don't deserve any of you. And I certainly don't deserve to be your head chef. It was my fault Escoffier had to leave. Then I couldn't live up to her standards. I acted like a tyrant in the kitchen. And now I almost got myself killed. Come back, Escoffier. Come and be our head chef again. I'll never be able to replace you.
Okay, so everything I said to you the day I left, it just went in one ear and out the other?
Huh? Sorry, I was kinda in my own head at the time.
Really?
All I could think about was the Lumiline situation. What was it you said again?
Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I didn't leave this job because of you. And you're not nearly as awful a chef as you think. If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
Aww.
Escoffier's
They did
right.
back her up.
Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things over a lot. But when it comes down to it, you're the one who's always doing whatever it takes to make sure the customers get served on time, every time.
I am so sorry for your loss, chat. Why is everyone getting an Animovision? Hello?
Things were pretty rough after Escoffier left, and Savannah's the only reason we've been able to make it through.
Our customers know that Escoffier doesn't work for us anymore. But the fact is, they keep coming back. If that's not an endorsement of your work, I don't know what is. At the end of the day, we're all human, and we all make mistakes. All we can do is recognize where we get it wrong and do our best to improve. That's all that's humanly possible.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I did to Firmont and to Escoffier, it's unforgivable.
Well, about that, there's someone else here to see you, Chef.
It's been a while, Chef Savannah.
Firmont?
Oh, he's not sick anymore.
I'm so sorry. I put far too much pressure on you. And the way I stubbornly refused to go and see you after you fell ill. There's no excuse. But I'm too late, aren't I? The damage is done. I heard that you can't even hold a kitchen knife anymore.
Actually, I think I'm going to be just fine.
Huh?
We thought Firmin's problem was purely psychological in nature. But after the threat letter came to light, It got Firmin thinking.
Oh, he doesn't have
And then
PTSD.
he remembered the tea that Monica used to give him every night. And as it turns out, she was lacing it with Lumaline the whole time.
Oh my god.
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve damage?
It can. High doses pose a risk of serious nervous and sensory complications. But if you calculate the dosage carefully, you can control the
Just
extent of
nerve
its
damage,
effects.
no trauma.
A small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that mean more fragile or more hot-tempered.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also fixed me up with some meds and said I should recover in no time.
You're already sounding a lot more confident.
Well, that's what happens when you give someone a little bit of hope to cling on to.
There's more. We believe that Firmin was likely not Monica's only victim.
Yikes.
You mean she poisoned me too?
Oh, so that's why Savannah's been so irritable this whole time!
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on the Lumaline. That stuff can only
was gonna
amplify
say-
what's already there. So tasty food will seem like the most delicious thing in the world, while food you don't particularly care for will become utterly revolting. So you better make sure you reflect on your behavior and apologize to every single person you've wronged.
I will. I'm sorry. There's still one question that's really bugging me. Why is it that no matter what I do, my Gâteau de Bourg never tastes the same as yours? Is it just... I mean, is it because you're a genius and I'm not?
She's so over it.
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
Oh my god.
What?
Is that it?
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree discrepancy between the temperature setting and the actual temperature. All the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem, which confused me at the time, but by this point,
Hold this over a
it's pretty
busted
obvious that
oven.
Monica must have tampered with them.
Like, I can't remember where I watched it. There was like something pretty similar, someone trying to recreate a recipe, but like they needed like a very specific kind of pot or frying pan, and it was like slightly like dented, so it wasn't like making the same result.
I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams. But of course, Monica sabotaged mine so that could never happen.
No.
He's so humble.
I spent so long trying to find out where I was going wrong, and then you pinpoint the problem in just one night?
Well, that's because she's not trying to find someone to blame. You were tunnel visioning, Savannah.
It all comes back to one simple, undeniable truth. You're a genius. And I'm just plain old Savannah.
No, you were tunnel visioning, and she's more objective, she's more calm. You can learn how to have a better temperament, Savannah.
Oh, cut it out! Stop the woe is me
That's
act
what
for a
I'm
second and
saying.
Just think. I came up with this recipe. You don't think that might have something to do with it? Do you know how long I spent perfecting my Gâteau de Bourg? 3 years! 3 whole years! I know this dish inside out, back to front and upside down. And you've been head chef now for what, 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel and declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius. You clearly have no idea how many kitchen failures I've had under my belt, or just how long it took me to finally get my recipe to a level I was satisfied with. Genius or not, everyone makes mistakes. Modeste did, Savelli did, everyone does.
I can buy Monica being the one behind everything because her goal wasn't to, you know, her goal was bigger than the cooking. She was just a criminal straight up.
You're only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes, learn from them, and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that. You were no lousy chef back when I handed you the reins.
I haven't forgotten. And I'll make sure I never do.
That's our head chef.
Haha! Sounds like we won't need another changing of the guard in the Hotel de Bord kitchen anytime soon. Huzzah!
Aw, what a perfect ending to a crazy journey. Look how happy everyone is.
So you got your mojo back now?
Yeah. Thanks to you, Escoffier. In fact, no. Thanks to all of you.
Aw, friends again. So nice to see them finally settle their beef.
Maybe not all their beef.
Good. So now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand a rematch right now.
But that was mostly Monica's fault, wasn't it?
Right. And also, does it have to be right now? Savannah's only just got her mojo back, and you barely escaped from a death trap.
No excuses. This is a cooking contest between two top chefs, and nothing will stand in its way. So grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is happening today. Right now, this instant.
Hey, so, this whole time you were salty about losing?
Oh my god, of course she is! Of course she is! Oh, cutscene!
The second cooking contest commences
I wonder
now!
when it would happen.
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
Ethan just got an apple. Ooh, look at those knife skills! They're gonna be tied. I wanna eat that. The lighting's gone a little better with the cutscene. Not the fucking Shokugeki no Soma reaction. Ooh, 2D animation.
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now.
A little bit or a little?
And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve.
They're
If
always
you're
like
too scared to
slightly.
fail, you'll never know what real success
They're always like
tastes
slightly
like.
elevating it with each cutscene.
So?
Embrace your failure.
Wow.
Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
No, I mean since
I don't
last
know.
time they added chromatic
Sounds like it's
aberration,
easier said than done.
and then softer lighting, and then I think 2 different light sources.
I'll do it.
Very nice. I love the models they use for the cutscenes. It's so pretty. That was cute. I like that. You
The
win?
results are in! A
Of
landslide
course.
victory for Escoffier!
Quite rightly, too. Piece of cake.
Exactly. Your teal seems happy with the results.
Oh yeah, look at that! Savannah looks pretty chipper too, considering she lost.
This wasn't for you, was it? You did this for Savannah's sake.
Now, where were we? Yes. Do you have any more questions for me after everything that's happened?
What are your future plans? Are you going to stay at the Flou Sandra?
I thought Navia would have filled you in. And actually, I said all this to Savannah before I left. Although, as we saw, I don't think any of it sank in. I had 2 reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course, but the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point where it didn't need me anymore. So I decided to step down and look for new opportunities to improve myself.
Improve how?
My mom's face looks so baffled.
Well, a while back, I got to know a fellow chef from Yuyuing, and in her, I saw so many new possibilities.
I was hoping we'd get to see them interact. It's nice to see her mention
She has
her.
that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. slime mucus, lizard tails. With her, nothing's off the table. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients we overlook.
Fine dining chef versus home cook chef. I like that. I like watching cooking shows, okay? I like watching the fine dining chefs get a little more adventurous when they talk to the home cook.
Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I used them in the cooking contest just now. Did you taste the difference?
What? Paimon didn't notice at all!
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work its signature taste.
Of elements.
And the other
Shut
half,
up, Genjin.
it lies in freeing yourself from the confines of the kitchen. You've got to go out and explore the endless possibilities out there.
Uh-oh. Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants to try your cooking anymore.
Well, I'm always down to be your taste tester. You should definitely make Paimon test all of your most experimental dishes.
Hey!
Don't worry, it's not going to be a free-for-all like in Modeste's time. Before I put anything into my food, I'll obviously do my research, make sure it doesn't contain any harmful substances. In the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Bourg revised version. I tweaked it to suit your needs as busy adventurers. Hope you enjoy, and remember, feedback is always welcome.
All right! So, do you ever see yourself returning to Hotel de Bourg?
Oh, of course. I've already promised Vanishem that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure the quality of the food remains at an acceptable level.
Good luck with Savannah, I guess.
You know, Paimon's still a little disappointed that we never got to see the treasure of Remoria. Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply if it wasn't for all the mystery surrounding the original Gâteau de Bourg. She practically dedicated her life to finding the lost pieces of Modeste's diary. Then went to all that trouble to infiltrate the Hotel de Bourg. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
She sold her soul for a dream and it had rude awakening. Her life's work became a grand exercise in fertility. Damn.
Since you mentioned the treasure,
Very
between
Remoria.
Modeste's writings and what we saw in those ruins, I think I may have figured out the truth. The so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorians extracted from Lumitoiles, better known to us
Full
as
circle.
Lumiline.
Huh? So then, why all the hype back in the early days of Gâteau de Bourg?
Don't forget, it was a very different era. We could barely even refine sugar back then, so desserts were very much in their infancy. In a world of bland food, it's no wonder that the first thing to really excite people's taste buds took the world by storm.
Yeah, I mean, it caused them to lose a sense of taste. Nerve damage, so it does track.
And as for the Lumiline, it may well have been somewhat valuable in ancient times. But these days, it's just another drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Even if Savelli hadn't destroyed it all, I doubt it would be worth that much these days.
So after all that, there was nothing in those ruins but worthless junk. Feels strange to say it, but Paimon almost feels sorry for Monica. She sacrificed it all only to get nothing in return.
Yes, Paimon, poor Monica.
Hey!
Navia! Hi, baby.
Huh? Navia? You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Well, check it out. They ran a special issue. Did
the
you see
Charlotte write
anything
about
like
us?
this down there? Freshly unearthed from the ruins of
Oh.
Remoria. A magnificent jar thought to be over 1,000 years
I
old.
broke it, my bad.
Experts say it has immense artistic and historical value. It
was a
could
very
be
pretty
worth
jar.
An absolute fortune.
Wait, isn't that the jar they used to hold the treasure?
If only it was still in one piece. Some butterfingers must have dropped it or something. Ugh, it's such a shame.
They don't gotta know that. Well, it's Navi, I would tell her. Yay, we did it! Oh my god, okay. Okay. We finished it! And it is currently 2 p.m, so I am not behind schedule. Yay! Alright, I gotta go now, chat. I'll see you guys again tonight very, very soon. What? Wait, what? No!
Hey,
No!
there's a newsstand over there. Want to grab a copy of the
I'm
Steambird?
closing the game. were they right there? I was gonna get my dailies! Fuck's sake. Why were they right there? Oh my god. How long is the event, Coma? How long is it? No, I'm not gonna open it anyway. This is Wade's teleport. But they were right there! 3 hours and some minutes. Alright, I'm definitely gonna be stalling though, so I'll try to do 8 PM. Probably won't get to 8 PM, so maybe 9, but I'll schedule it for 8 for now. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna schedule it first and then we can do that. That was nice. I like that. Yes, I wouldn't do that now. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Anyway. Yeah, I really like that. Obviously, in terms of it being a Fontaine story quest, I think it, compared to the other ones we played, it wasn't really remarkable, but it was still nice. It was still really, really nice. And I always like being back in Fontaine. I like the little, you know, revisit of Remuria that we got. Always like the ruins, so that was nice. That was really, really nice. And also I like Escoffia. She's pretty chill. I still don't know how I feel about her design though, I will be honest. But Escoffia herself is chill, and I hope I get to see more of her and maybe see her interact with other characters in the event. That would be fun. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't say it stands out. But that's not a bad— it's not because it's bad, it's just because Fontaine is so batshit insane. There are so many insane story quests in Fontaine. It's hard to top, you know? But I don't think I think in terms of it being a Fontaine story quest, it definitely isn't bad, you know? Okay, let's see. A second. I'm just scheduling chat, don't worry. What do we caption this stream? Yeah, she does just come out of nowhere, right? Bye, Sulfur. We are so fucking back. How many times am I gonna use that title? Fontaine, how I've missed you. Okay. Public. Yeah, I'll do 8:30 PM. Yeah, let's try to get stuff done by then, because I have to leave and go to the printing shop. I'll have to watch the VODs and play for me to say anything. Okay, understandable. Alright. It has been scheduled. Okay. I gotta go now. Thank you for coming, everyone. Appreciate it. I'll see you later. Bye-bye!